I never hate my race, but until recently I didn't know history class was jacked completely. Found my new family with the team going free. My old family doesn't understand me, cause I am so pro-white. No coke, no Sprite, I am rolling with the bubbly, gonna be more white. I saw them twist history right before my very eyes. Insurrection Day, it's in the book and it's all lies. But now I am alive and well to tell it. But will generations down the line be able to sell it? I've always been a thinker on the search for both sides, but they label me an outcast and they cannot tell me why. Guess I'm just a black sheep, white boy who doesn't hesitate to make a lot of fucking noise. I'm the black sheep, white boy, and I wouldn't change a thing if I ever had the choice. Cause the red's the color I bleed. Yes, we all do bleed red. I have to protect my family. Affirmative action make them not hire me, even in the countries where I'm the minority. Is my race just that awesome and no other could compete? Is that what the anti-whites are trying to tell me? Why am I always seen as such a threat? To the point they want to strip me down till there's nothing left. Old friends from high school, man, I haven't kept one, but I got a new crew and it's where I belong. Cause if you ain't going free, you ain't rolling with me. And there are even anti-whites in my own family. But I am the one who's comfortable with myself, trying to save them from the hate so wildly raising hell. Cause I'm the black sheep, white boy who doesn't hesitate to make a lot of fucking noise. I'm the black sheep, white boy, and I wouldn't change a thing if I ever had the choice. Cause the red's the color I bleed. Yes, we all do bleed red. I have to protect my family. That Scotland is too white, is Nigeria too black? Don't get your panties in a bunch, cause I have the right to ask. See, I'm the black sheep, cause I call it hypocrisy. And the media will give you emotions, but they will not give you honesty. Yeah, you have your feelings, but I have the crime rate. And I'ma shoot to kill if there's a danger my way. So I do not blame the cops, just the ones who are cowards, who hesitate to pull the trigger unless it is one of ours. Cause he's a black sheep, white boy who doesn't hesitate to make a lot of fucking noise. I'm the black sheep, white boy, and I wouldn't change a thing if I ever had the choice. Cause the red's the color I bleed. Yes, we all do bleed red. I have to protect my family. So I put my people to death.
One final testimony here. This is from Nathaniel. I just found this, and it speaks to me on a lot of levels. Too many forget that the continuance of a people should come from the love of one's own people, and not a hate for the other. I hate the mistakes I made. I wear them every day, and some I even wish I could take back. But time is merciless and flows only forward. I'm trying to rectify them, but some I may just have to live with. It's an uphill battle. Listen to this guy, No White Guilt.
Listen to this guy, No White Guilt. No White Guilt.
No white guilt.
No White Guilt. Listen to this guy, No White Guilt.
No white guilt.
No White Guilt.
Everything from being a man to encouraging your kin to face tattoos to how you identify yourself and your beliefs, to discerning your motivations for why you want to see the children of the West survive. Don't make my mistakes. You'll feel like a fool otherwise. Don't make my mistakes. That's from Nathaniel Nelson. A warning to him about the warnings that he wished he had somebody share with him.
Listen to the stars. No white guilt.
No white guilt.
No white guilt. Listen to the stars. No white guilt.
No white guilt.
No white guilt. Listen to the stars. No white guilt.
No white guilt.
No white guilt. Listen to the stars. No white guilt.
No white guilt.
No white guilt.
And we are rolling in, going free. Please let me know if the audio is working okay and if the visual is okay. We are here very briefly. If you would like to call in today, you'll have to let me know over on Skype, and I will place a call to you. As is always the case, it is Entropy, Odyssey, Cash App for financial gifts. Tag me as No White Guilt on any of the platforms so that I can see what you were saying. But I wanted to give an opportunity here. Today is Dragons Monday. So you don't want to miss Dragons Monday. You see, we get the week started with the Going Free gathering. And it's always great to see you all. We get fired up. I don't go to bed that night. And it's just one big day for me. And I come into Mondays and I am ready for Dragon Monday. And what exactly does that mean? Dragon Mondays begins with Yiz the Eunuch and Unifier doing the magnificent work that she is doing. And in fact, she's here. So big hello to Yiz. She begins her magnificent dragon show at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So you want to be over on her channel to be able to observe that. And thank you, Franklin and Rory, everyone who's giving me feedback. And great to see everyone, Samantha, Amma, and Jim, Entropic, and everyone else who is here right now. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern time is for Noel's Dragon Show. So we have, yes, she can probably write into the live chat what you can expect on her magnificent program. And at 6 to 8, a little past 8, I think it is. And then at 8 is for Noel, and he plays magnificent music and visuals, and you can work, you can hang out, you can chat with people. For Noel jumps in and he talks over the course of the show as well, on and off, answering questions, having a bit of fun. Caleb is here. Great to see you. Vincent is here. Angela is here. Great to see you all. And just a wonderful, there's a sweet little ladybug is here at the very top. She was the first here. And Fear the Honey Badger, Pawn Star, the great Fornull is here. So both of the dragon tamers, both of the dragon egg keepers are here. Magnificent, wonderful people. You want to make sure that as your day winds down on Monday, nobody really likes Monday. So as it winds down, head on over. It's a Dragon Monday. You can keep that in mind all Monday long, that while you're at work, that at least today is Dragon Mondays. So you'll head on over to Yiz's channel And of course, she's on YouTube. She's on other platforms as well. But I want to be on YouTube forever and ever. And so does Yiz and Vernal. And so we're talking about YouTube. And so you'll want to head over there and you want to check her out. And also the great Vernal just a couple of hours later. So you'll have your entire evening packed with fun, with friends, with merriment, with laughs, with interesting insights, and relaxing music, and stunning, really stunning visuals that Vernal gives over the course of that stream of his, which can be 2 hours, it can be 4 hours. It just depends on how much material he's put together. I am at both of them. I am in the live chat. I am always working, but I come and go into the live chat. So if you want to speak to me in either of those live chats, just tag me, and I should see it sooner or later. If I miss it, though, then just tag me again with the same message, and I'll eventually get it. But I will be there. I'm there on Dragon Mondays. On my Mondays, I'm looking forward to our Dragon programs. And the great White Student Transmission is with us. Wonderful to see everybody. And what's going on today? Great Vernal says thanks. Oh, I did want to start off with, while we are together, I did want to start off with a raucous emojis, 07s, V for victories, for David, who financially gifted yesterday, and I did not know the sum yesterday, and the sum was $26.07 of financial gift over on Cash App. So a big thank you to David, and now I will maybe keep this open and easily accessed, so I will be able to find out, ascertain what those sums actually are. So big thank you to David yesterday during the Going Free stream near the end, financially gifting $26.07. Thank you so much, brother. We got a lot of new folks, and it's great to see them all. Please share the URL if you have a chance. We're not, as I say, we're not going to be here very long. If you would like to talk on Skype, I thought yesterday, as we ran long in the tooth on the gathering, the Going Free gathering, I think I said that I would have a roll in later at night. And then I thought, no, after the fact, I was like, no, I'm not. I'm going to be watching my Dragon Mondays, just like everybody should. Every good person should be watching their Dragon Mondays, because Mondays are for the dragons. And so I thought, well, I've got to give an opportunity for a call segment, a roll in, and to talk with people about Dragon Mondays. If you don't know about it, we're going to be running advertisements again on Gab for another Dragon Monday ad, and bring more awareness, because ultimately the bottom line is it's about awareness. Folks have to have like repeat exposures, and then they'll finally go to check something out. Rory says, I raised my white dragon flag for Indigenous Peoples Day last week, and I just got the photograph. I just saw that. Rory, that's great. And it's still flying, and I've received no complaints. I sent you a photo via Skype. Yeah, brother, it looks beautiful. And that's fantastic. What are you in an area where people might complain about that? I don't know, in the United States, I don't think anybody would have any clue. They would probably think it had something to do with a video game. Caleb says, been talking to a girlfriend, and all right, White Wellbeing Advocate can do a quick call, and we will call you in one moment, brother. Been talking to a girlfriend and a guy friend at work about going free. Magnificent, Caleb. They love it. They love it, Caleb says. Well done. I decided to get them both a book today for being brave and facing anti-whiteism. Man, that's it, in all seriousness, that is the gift that will keep giving. It's not like the fruitcake at Christmas No, this is the gift that will actually keep giving. The Kingdom of Vinland, hello to you and welcome. That is a gift that will keep on giving. And thank you so much for reaching out and talking to them. It's going to make a world of difference. You never know what will end up coming of those conversations with these key concepts that are scientifically proven to be successful. Yiz, if you can hear my voice, I'm going to give you moderator powers so that you can put your show, for the purpose of putting your show link into the live chat. Please make it the YouTube. Please make it the YouTube one. And same to Fernald, please share that. It's Dragons Monday. It's Dragons Monday. I'm pumped. We're going to place a call right now. To White Wellbeing Advocate, who's going to, we're going to give White Wellbeing Advocate 5 minutes, and then we'll see who else wants to call in and hear their voice over the stream. Here we go. There he is.
Hey, yeah, first of all, happy Dragon Monday. I already made the hashtag Dragon Monday and Dragon Mondays.
Yes, nice. That's fantastic.
One thing about my GFC I wanted to mention, it seems like some people getting confused on it is remote. I focus mostly on stuff happening in Florida, but if any of you guys, you don't like to see anti-whiteism in your company or whatever, and you're afraid to leave consumer reviews without getting fired, or you are leaving or employment reviews or consumer reviews, well, I'll do that. We'll do that anywhere across the United States. We could honestly do that anywhere, for any company across the West, regardless that would just determine what languages new people coming in, whatever they have, like if they speak Swedish, then we could do campaigns for companies in Swedish too, or Sweden too. But my main point is my GFC is remote. So not just Florida. If you guys have a company that you work with and you're afraid to expose the anti-whiteism in reviews, online reviews about their company, we got your back for that too. So, or if that's not the case with the company you work for, we work better in numbers, because companies, they do things to try to make it harder for you to see the reviews.
Right.
Similar, and some of them we could do things similar to upvoting stuff,
Right.
To make it more visible in there. But that's just what I wanted to mention. At some point, Mr. V might mention some changes as well, possibly. So you see, speak of them. But
cool.
All right, I will. But I'm on my way in a little bit to deliver Crucible. Oh no, yeah. I'm delivering Crucible over to the library at my friends who got the library on. I might take some pictures too.
Yeah, do, man. That would be great. That's fantastic.
We have to fix a couple things because the spot we had it on, there was a little rain that got under it, so we got to fix the thing that we put it on top of.
Okay. And
adjust that, so it may not be out. We'll see. As far as the pictures, depends on its perfection. I might just take them anyways. But all right. Promethean Hails, happy Dragon Mondays.
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
And the hashtags too as well.
Yeah, use the hashtag, folks. Thank you so much, good brother. Promethean Hails to you.
Promethean Hails.
All right, bye-bye. White Wellbeing Advocate, folks. Got the hashtags out there. Our champs are always active. They're always making it happen. Now, what he did want to mention there, I just want to make it clear so that everybody can understand. his Going Free Club, he is physically in Florida. You can physically be in Florida, but their activities and memberships in his GFC, Going Free Club, is global. So you can be a part of his club, and you can be a part of those activities irrespective of where you physically are. And GFCs can be like that. The person who heads up the GFC, they can decide this GFC is only going to be about Asatru, and it's only going to be local where I am. And so the people I know from my Asatru community, or they can decide this GFC is not going to be physical at all. It's only going to be on the internet, only virtual. And we're going to deal with whatever issues there are around the world where our members are interested and have campaigns like the great white well-being advocate is talking about there. They can be, GFC could be centered on, maybe you are not a sports ball freak, but you like to watch, and you don't live vicariously through. Maybe you were an athlete and you still watch sports ball. You don't waste your money there. You don't. So the dividing line between somebody who's like lost their mind, a sports ball idiot, and somebody who is this was a part of their life, and it's still a part of their life. Maybe you want to have your Going Free Club where everybody there likes American football, or everybody there in that club. And so you can talk about the game. You could talk about the different strategies. You could talk about the different offenses and defenses. But when you're talking about socio-political issues, you are using the concepts of the Go Free method. And that ultimately is the purpose of a GFC, is to improve our individual path, our individual journey toward health and ridding ourselves or controlling the mean pathogens that are inside of us, accessing more of our latent abilities. And you can do that better in a communal effort than you can alone. And you can also, in a communal effort, do what they're talking about there, having campaigns. You can organize to effectuate change in the world, and thereby spreading these curative contagion and increasing the rate at which we recapture our destiny as a people. So I can see Brad C is here. Victor is here. If you have any questions or comments, please tag me, and I will get directly to them. You may also call in. I'm going to be here for about another 15 minutes. You may also call in. You got to write me a message on Skype, and then I will call you. And that's how this works. And everybody behaves. We are going free here. So if you have a question, you disagree with me, you agree with me, no W Guilt is here. Hello, great to see you. And thanks for tagging me. That enabled me to find that comment very easily. Caleb is saying, thank you, brother. Looking for your snail mail address as well. Sent you a message. I saw that right as I was getting started here. And so I will definitely send you that. If you need it like straight away, which I doubt, but it is available over on the website. But I will send it to you. All right. I love the little dragons. Yeah, put the dragons in the live chat for Dragon Mondays are for the dragons. Dragon Mondays. Montana Kid is here, says, hello, Jason. Good to see you. Great to see you too, brother. Die said, peace, guys. Going to rewatch later. Sounds good. See you when you come back. Real Playlist is here. Hello to you and welcome. Dr. Dinger is also here. Again, remember over on and the thank you, Franklin. All of the links that you will need for tonight are in the live chat. Dragon Mondays. Mondays are for the dragons. Lewis writes, greetings to all, no white guilt and comrades. And Caleb says, got it. Do you mean you have the address now? Or are you just, you're going to wait for me to give it to you over on Skype, and that's what I will do. Let's see, do I have anything in my notes? Something struck me as I was driving that I forgot to mention to you all last Tuesday. It was a big Jason Goes Political, and it was that I talked about many things relative to the raid on Donald Trump's home, former President Donald Trump's home. Somebody actually wrote me on Gab and said, no, the president can't declassify. Of course he can. Of course he can. So whoever was saying that, you are wrong. The president can declassify, and when he's the president, then he can do that whenever he wishes, and he doesn't have to run it by anybody. This is my understanding, and I have been supported in that understanding. But the thing I wanted to mention, one of the things I wanted to mention that I forgot because there was so much I wanted to mention, was that actually there were two things. The one thing is less important, and I think probably most people would be able to come to the conclusion, and that is that anti-white oligarchs, powerful and smart anti-whites, devious anti-whites, they never do anything for just one reason. There's always several reasons. And one of the reasons that I didn't mention, I think because it's kind of superficial, is that a raid on Donald Trump's home, and then this question about taking away documents that he wasn't allowed to take away, and this sort of thing may help the Democrats in the coming election, because it might divert some attention away from how terrible everything is. That's a long shot, but that is something that I didn't mention. The other thing that I really wanted to mention, though, and I forgot, one of the things I really wanted to mention that I forgot to mention was that one of the charges against Donald Trump is the Espionage Act. By the way, they're showing you the warrant, but they haven't shown the reasoning behind it, which is the affidavit. Why is there the warrant? The warrant is just what we were there for, which, by the way, is a breach of the Fourth Amendment. And another just cursory reading of the Constitution. It's a breach of the Fourth Amendment because it is an illegal search and seizure. It's an illegal, rather, search and seizure. You cannot say you can just go take anything you want. That was one of the problems with the King of England. He could just say, well, we're just going to come and we're going to go through everything that's yours and we'll take anything we want. That we made illegal here in the United States. You have to very specifically say what the warrant is for, what they're going for. Now, there is a Supreme Court decision that allows police officers to take and to act on illegality that they witness in the process of executing a warrant. So you can't go in there for, gun running, illegal gun running, and see drugs, and you're like, well, I guess I just can't do anything about that. But looks like Rory's going to have a quick call here in just a moment. No due process. Yeah. But it's got to be specific all the way down to if it's an item that can't fit inside of a box, for example. They can't look in the box. They can't. And if they do look in the box, then whatever is in the box is thrown out of court, even if it's illegal. They can't be in there. And to my understanding, my opinion, check it out with CNN. But it was, of course, a breach of the Fourth Amendment, in my opinion. But you also have the issue. This is what I wanted to share, though, is that anti-whites are notorious every single time in their use of a psychological warfare tool, which, if there's a name for it, I don't know, or I do, or I don't, but wherein they always accuse their victim of what they are guilty of. And that is to distract, that is to manipulate mid-wit people and midget-wit people, because they'll never understand. If the anti-whites say Trump is engaged in some form of espionage, then it won't matter how many mountains of evidence that the Bidens are engaged in, or whatever the Republicans might claim about the Bidens or about anybody else in the Democrat Party. involved maybe in dealings, maybe Nancy Pelosi's son, dealings with the communist Chinese. It won't matter, because those mid and midget wits will just, and they're the vast majority of people, and then the uber mid wits who are just liars will just say, oh, they're just saying that because they're guilty of it. So this is psychological warfare. So there is no one in their right mind is going to conclude, well, Trump obviously is a spy against the United States and he's trying to destroy the country. Give me a break. But they have all of this evidence, all of these claims, all of this, and it's all the censorship going on to prevent dealings between the Bidens, the Clintons, the Obamas, all of these different groups, claims, I re-say, about their dealings with foreign nationals and governments and things of this nature. It's voluminous, and according to the Republicans. And so the psychological warfare tactic to employ there is to claim, okay, you, the Republicans, are guilty of espionage. So I don't think it's a throwaway charge at all. From the beginning, I didn't think it was a throwaway charge. And I think its purpose might just be color of law, even if it is baseless, because color of law is going to effectuate the outcome that anti-whites who vote Democrat want when it comes to Donald Trump. Everybody thinking, well, they're just saying that it is that the Clintons and Bidens are guilty of espionage because that's what they're guilty of, and or the conclusion that you hear out of many midwit and uber midwits, which is, well, both sides are doing it. Look, Trump was charged with espionage. Yeah, there's all these computers and laptops and reams and mountains of documents proving in video and photographs that the other side is engaged in espionage. And that is how the Democrats deal with things, because they are lying, thieving, bastard thugs, anti-white bastards. But we're happy today because we're going to be calling Rory. And right now, for a short call, no more than 5 minutes. And also today is Dragons Monday. So you're going to go head on over to Yiz the Eunuch and Unifier's channel on YouTube here. She's sharing the link. You're going to be able to head over there at 6 p.m. Eastern time, 6 to 8 o'clock something. And then for Null picking up at 8 o'clock to 10 or midnight or whatever it is that he goes to. Both of them are extraordinary shows. And you want to make sure you write it down. Don't wait for YouTube. Don't wait for YouTube to reach out to you to tell you, because YouTube won't. They just simply are not going to tell you the majority of the time. Really quickly, I'll take a look here and see if there was anything said to me. Hero says, the people demand a retelling of Little Jason asking a teacher to put on a Southern Heroes. Yes, I remember you under many different names. You have more names than I have shirts. You have more names than I have socks. Well, maybe I will read that at some point, or tell that story. I could read it right out of the book. Victor says, do you still speak with PWA? Who's PWA? Did somebody already ask that question? Maybe I can see. Let me go ahead and make the call, and we will let Rory talk. Here we go, brother.
Jason.
Yes, sir. I can hear you. For some reason, it's still ringing on your end. You want me to call back?
I could try and end it.
Yeah, let me.
Hold on a sec.
Okay. Oh, there it goes. Nope. There went Rory. He had to, for some reason, the software malfunctioned. So we will place another call, and we will see if the ringing will quit. as it's supposed to do when someone answers. I was just going to play you a song the entire time.
Yeah.
How about you call me? Let's try that.
Okay.
You call me back. We'll see if it'll work that way, but we'll find a way. We're white. And as we wait, I will remind you that Fornell will also be sharing his link for his show. That will be beginning at 8 p.m. tonight. Don't miss it. It's almost 5 p.m. Eastern time, so don't miss it. These are Eastern time. Oh, it's going to play on your end no matter what, I think.
It's, no, something's playing up. Yeah. Sorry about that, Jason.
No worries. You can, if you can talk over that, go ahead.
Ringing my end. Okay, never mind. Bye for now.
Oh, okay. All right, brother. All right. Yeah, there's a malfunction on Rory's, but his microphone sounded better than it ever has. Didn't it sound crisp and clear? It sounded better than it ever has. Well, Rory can be first. The next time we are together, I'm going to be rolling out of here, of this Going Free, in just a moment. I've got to get back to work, but let me see, what do we have here? What is Timmy talking about? Schrodinger's box. What is that about? Danafor. All right. ML is here. Did we find out what the acronym was? Bo C is here. Victorian Time Traveler is here. Great to see you. Lacey Lockett is here. Welcome. Great to see you. All right. I will check our different platforms and see if anybody shows up. Oh, so folks were asking, what's Asatru? Yeah, it's a pagan religion. Yeah, don't be it, folks. Axis Mundi is here. Great to see you. If you want to ask me a question, don't be afraid to tag me and ask it. If you don't think I'm right about something, don't be afraid to tag me and be respectful and write it into the live chat. Let's see. No W Guilt over there at D Live is saying hello from over here. No Wank Hill. Well, it's just like you're all around me. You're on the monitors over there. You're on the monitors over here. The song Black Sheep, White Boy. Is that Angloid podcast? Black Sheep, White Boy was the song. He's one of our content magnificent musicians here in service to white well-being. RC the Realist. You can find him on YouTube. Please follow him there. And he has other platforms where you can find his music and watch and listen and spread the good work that we're doing here. Leaving in just a moment, rolling out in just a moment. Let me see if there's anything else here. Caleb, did you get the, so that I understand, did you get the address or do you still need it? Victorian Time Traveler, I think he meant PWR. Yes, I'm still on PWR. Yeah, I was just years and years now on PWR. Yep, so you'll see me on Wednesday there, as is the case. Mr. George, Jared George and I are working on a guest for this week for Tap episode, which will be wonderful as they always are. Bosie says, do you wear dress socks? And then please show your socks. Is that master? Well, I do wear dress socks, yeah. When I'm dressed for dress socks. But otherwise, do not wear dress socks. And show my socks? I don't know about that. Holding my leg up in front of the camera, that seems like a bit like trained monkey activity. But maybe what I'll do, okay, so Caleb actually found, okay, sounds good, brother. But if I do have outrageous socks, dress socks, and they are, Hoss is here, great to see you. They're always great to wear, especially like on the holidays when you have to be, I like doing stuff like that. You're dressed up nicely. And that can be actually the kind of like wild designs, Argyle, a lot of fun designs. I don't mean like silly cartoon characters or anything like that. I mean, for heaven's sake, I wasn't raised in a trailer or anything. But they do have like fun colors and wild designs that don't go at all with your outfit. And so you can do that with, even with jeans, but khakis, you could do that with regular suit pants. But probably it's most fun for me when I'm in, dress clothes, and it's just like a holiday. You're otherwise dressed cleanly. You don't have to have a lot of money, but you're otherwise dressed cleanly. Sorry, Rory, I got to go right now. This is my last little story, and then I got to roll out because it's approach. I got to get on the road. I got to move. But next time, you are number one, brother. You are number one, especially since your mic is sounding great. But you don't have to be rich. You just have your dress clothes on. It's a holiday, but otherwise you look pretty, you just look sharp. You look good. But then you sit down, because you can't see this when you're walking. Then you sit down, unless you're some kind of like a weirdo. I mean, like you wearing high waters or something. That's just ostentatious and upsetting. People have no class. And so then though you sit down and you bring one of your legs up, you cross your legs, and then these socks they appear. And it's just the best. It's like, whoa, what in the heck? So you have to know like how much. See, that's one of the things that so many people don't get, is how much we could call like spice that you toss in. If you toss in like the right amount, then it looks good. You get the right response. You get the right reaction, because you have a norm. And you're looking solid. You're looking like a member of society who were actually raised with couth and didn't spend their youth watching like Jerry Springer or something like this. And then you go just a little bit. And that's one of the big differences, I think, when it comes to like taste for white people and some of the other groups of people. Which is not to say that we don't have some real clowns that dress like clowns, and that some of the other groups of people, they have some folks that dress really superbly. But you see this a lot. Like you see these kind of suits and these designs, and they're just like, are you looking for the circus? Because they went out of business. The anti-whites said no more circus because animals say ouch, whatever. And we love animals, so we don't want them to say ouch, in all honesty. But yeah, I mean, you're like, where's your little clown car? How many of them fit in the clown car? How many clowns? No. Todd says he actually grew up in a trailer, literally, and said he's happy to have had a roof over his head. Yeah, there is in fact, I was talking about this yesterday, deserving and undeserving poor. And there are good people in every bracket. And I've known both good and bad people in most brackets. So there are good folks you can still find trying to work their way, pay their bills, get into the best environment for their kids. And it sounds like your parents did right by you. And so that's good to hear, and glad to have you here. And then there are other folks, and Todd, you probably met a bunch of them living there, where they're just like ordering food to their trailer, and then they receive their government checks to sit on their asses at their trailer, and just like at the housing complexes. It's another question about the Asatru. There are a number of pagan spiritualities, pagan religions, if you will, where they're trying to revive. There really isn't any inheritance from the past to the present. So claims that this is our true religion as white people are not true. There just isn't anything from the past. And anybody saying that, well, this is from the past, is you just look deeply. That doesn't invalidate at all. What I'm saying doesn't invalidate at all. But the claims of that this is the real religion or this is the real spirituality are, if you hear something like that, then you should be like, what am I being told here? But there are a number of them out there, and some are obviously better than others. And I think Asatru might do a better job, for example, with the witch problem. I don't think they put up with witches in Asatru. In fact, I'm pretty confident they don't put up with the witches. And what's the problem there? Oh, geez, look at my time. What's the problem there is that with some of these groups, oh, look over here, we have a Minot has shown up over on Odyssey. They're on cross. Oh, look at the little Minot. It's a little Minot. Everybody, it's a Minot. One actually showed up. He showed up and he spat out, faggot. Oh, you little Minot. Probably transitioning. Probably in the midst of transitioning. So, yeah, I think Asatru does a great job at keeping the witches out. And the problem with some of these other pagan groups is that that the females who are attracted to them, and I've actually heard, for those who know me, I'm not, I've never been a member of any of pagan groups or heathen groups or anything like this, but I have supported and will continue to support and participated in events of all over the white sympathetic sphere. And so over 30 years. And I have heard females at events like this say that they love these old European religions because women have a say. Women can be in charge, unlike Christianity, they say, which of course is preposterous. Women are totally in charge of Christianity. They run every household. So what kind of a woman are you getting when that's not enough? When it's like you have total social control, you have total legal power, social power over men in the West, and in every religion in the West, total control, and that's not enough. No, you want these old European religions so that women can have a say and you can be in charge. And I used to think, wow, these are some real witches. And they actually ended up being witches. And they tried to collect males underneath of them to sort of like worship them. And they say that the reasoning for it is that females, they claim, are the mouth of the gods. And my retort has always been that actually they're possessed by devils. And that's why females have been burned at the stake, I guess, because they've occasionally been possessed by devils. Yeah, I really don't. In the modern age, they just give females heavy psychotropic drugs when they start like really losing their ability to think straight, and they start speaking in tongues. Speak for the gods, possessed by devils. So I think also true. In fact, I know that at least from the folks I've talked with, and there are some other, I wish I could remember their name for you, some of the others, but from the folks I spoke with, they said, oh no, we don't tolerate the witchy behavior. You know, as soon as the witches, they start talking about casting spells and that sort of thing, then they have to go, or I guess they get a talking to. But they always want to go on their own, so it doesn't matter. They always want to just come and collect a bunch of men to worship them, and then head off and do their own thing. Victorian time traveler, and it's happened so many times with you really don't have to worry about it much anywhere else, but when it comes to those types of belief systems, you really have to guard against the witches showing up. And then they show up, and then it's inevitable. They divide the group like in half, and they take like all of these like omega males with them, maybe one other female. She's like the beta witch, and then you have the alpha witch, and then they rule over these absolutely sycophantic, ballless wonders for the next number of months or a year, and then it just dissolves. Victorian time traveler says, Mike says, so it's polytheistic. Yeah, multiple gods. And then there are different some of them believe that the gods from European folktale are real things, real beings, and then others believe that they represent ideas. So it just depends on the type of group, type of community you get in. Victorian time, when the problem is though, you don't have your crucifix to battle the witches, because you kind of have to leave that behind if you're going to go participate in these different like pagan heathen groups. You have to leave the crucifix behind. So what do you use against the witch there? I don't know. Maybe I'll have to find out from some of the pagan heathen guys. Do they have the equivalent? Like, do you batter over the head with a horn? I mean, what do you do? What do you do when the witch shows up? Victorian time traveler, I think that white people should adopt the worship of Crom, the god who doesn't listen, who asks that you overcome struggle through personal development and the use of tools. I don't know what that is, but thank you for sharing. And I will, if I get a chance, I'll check it out. But what you all are going to check out today, I hope, coming up here in just a couple of hours. Wait a second, it's 5, so an hour, is Yiz the Eunuch and Unifier. Please be over there. She shared the link for her show, Dragon Show. It is like a news and entertainment. There's a panel there, and it's festive. They have a great time. I'll be in the live chat. And then at 8 o'clock for Null, his Dragon Show, there is magnificent music, beautiful, absolutely prepossessing imagery. And he'll jump in and he'll have conversations with you, tell some jokes, have a good time. And Franklin asking, there's Donning Armour is with us. Foster is with us. Franklin asking about in the Go Free method, does what I'm talking about with the witches fit the definition of what we refer to as spousing, which is when a woman who has waited too long in life to find herself a man and has found herself dizzy from having run face first into the wall, and she's wondering, where am I going to find a man now? And she starts looking around and she says, should I join the ski club? No, I don't have balance. Should I go over there for the trombone community? Nope, the trombone community, I can't even play an instrument. And they want to find a good man, obviously. And then they find a white sympathetic community, and it's full of guys, and they say, well, there must be a good one there. And depending on what white sympathetic community it is, like this one, there are a lot of good guys. Some of the others, not so many. Like where that me not showed up from, there aren't going to be any good guys. They'll beat you, and then you'll end up running away saying what monsters they were, and on and on. You'll have these horror stories. So the women then show up. They don't want to participate in the ideology. They don't want to, in this case, the practice of the Go Free method. They don't want to. They just want to imitate it for a little while, long enough to find a man who is involved, ascertain whether or not he is a good guy, could make a good husband, will stick around, won't go cheat on her. And then when she finds that guy, she then says, hey, we really should just get away from this. We'll go live in a little shack out in the woods, and I'll bang you all day long, whatever you want. You know, and it's like whatever kind of lie, they'll show up, and it's just like, you'll get all the sex you want, you'll get all the food you want, let's just get away from all the hardware, all the hard life that we are undergoing here by looking at this stuff all of the time. Let's just get away from the hardship. Let's just get away from the struggle. Let's just go out and build a little white picket fence, and we can nidificate all day long. And the guy then says, okay, and he goes trotting off. I've seen way too many guys get stolen from the cause of white well-being this way. It shouldn't be one. Our women should be showing up and saying, let's build a family and white well-being and white positivity, not let me come up and steal you away from that. And then take you for my own bitch, where I could just dominate you, and you'll fix the white picket fence when it gets run down, and you'll put the whitewash on it, and you'll fix my car, you'll take the trash out, you'll do the things that I need a guy to do. And then, oh yeah, the promises about lovely meals and all the sex you could want, well, those were lies. Too bad, too sad for you. So we are going to hop off, and we will be watching at 6 and 8 o'clock. I will be there. You be there. And it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And I look forward to seeing you all there. We'll go out on some little digital animation from the one and only, and music for Null.